Hello you all. Tonight I'm gonna make a beautiful salad with what we have. Here in French Polynesia everything is very expensive. The farmers offer tomatoes right now, which one tomato is $1. But we have the mangoes on the trees, the avocados on the trees. These ones are bought. They're also just $1 per avocado. So you get some good things here too. We don't have all the vegetables like you have in America or in Europe, where you're so abundantly blessed with vegetables and fruit. Like celery is $12 for one little chunk, and sometimes more, $18 for a bag of lettuce. So we get the homegrown lettuce that comes from the farmers, which is this one here. So, and I'm gonna toss it all together and make a beautiful mixed salad and show you how I do it. I hope you can see me. So we have the green lettuce leaves. I already washed and prepared them, so we don't have to do that now. And then I will add some tomatoes on there, and I add some green peppers. We also get them right now, the green peppers from the farmers, which are wonderful. They grow them on the outer motus, which is sweet, and they bring them to the main island and sell them to us. And 3-4 times a week the lady is there under the big mango tree and sells her goodies in, so we can all get blessed. So this, sometimes I trade with her. I bring her mangoes and I trade tomatoes with her. So that's possible. We can do sometimes. You know, we have to get inventive. When things don't go so well anywhere in the country, you become inventive. You do things that you normally don't do. I already prepared the avocados, took the seeds out, and I'm just gonna roughly chop them and add them to my salad at the very end, yeah? And then we have a beautiful cucumber which we're gonna add. I take the seeds out of the cucumber. I peeled it already and took it out because the seeds are very bitter here. It's not a Persian cucumber like we had in California, many of them, which are so delicious. We don't have them here. Or we have them here sometimes, very rarely. I'm here 5 years, and we had them only one time. So they do occasionally arrive, and next time they do, I wasn't smart then, I will take the seeds and replant them in my garden. And I moved a lot because I didn't just live on one island. I lived on several islands, and so through the moves you lose your garden over and over and over again, which is not so funny. So then I'm adding a nice tomato, which comes from the motu also, and I take the green out. The green is bitter and supposedly not so good for us. I don't know the scientific evidence on that, but I've always done it. My son likes raw onions on the salad, but I'm gonna skip that tonight. I'm not gonna do that. And we eat a lot of garlic and ginger and tomatoes, and we eat a lot of papayas. Everything like garlic, oregano, all those kind of things are very good for parasites. We almost all people have parasites. Most people don't know that, and if they do know that, they stay in denial because it's an ugly thing. But it's a good thing to treat them or get rid of them. So these are chickpeas. We are predominantly vegetarian, so I'm gonna add a bunch of chickpeas here for extra protein. And then we have eggs also in this meal, which are already cooked and prepared, so we can just add it. I wash my hands very well, so I'm gonna blend it all together. instead of a big spoon, I'm going to use my clean hands and toss it all together. I'm going to use a couple, 3-4 eggs on this salad so we get enough protein. And in the avocados are lots of magnesium, which is very good for our heart and for sleep and for skin, for our nerves. So magnesium is something we should all take on a regular basis. And comes to light now that calcium is not so good to take at all, that it causes dementia and all kinds of brain stuff that we don't want in our old age especially. So I'm going to use 4 eggs tonight on this, and I'm going to use a whole avocado. I'm also going to add some of the cheese we get here. Everything is very expensive because everything gets flown in or comes by boat. So I take the Swiss cheese. This one is not so fatty, and I cut that in little cubes and I add that into my salad. And so this is the salad, and I'm going to show you how I make my marinade. And voila. The lemons, when I get lemons and limes, I squish the juice out of them, put them in ice cube trays and freeze them. That way they stay longer time with us, and I can take the cubes out when I need them, and I put my dressing in the little blender, and so I have this beautiful creamy salad dressing. So I'm gonna prepare to wash my hands and prepare the salad dressing. Actually, I'm gonna add the other half of this beautiful avocado for extra magnesium tonight for both of us. 2 people will eat this, so this is a complete meal for us. And you can eat it with, I don't know, you can add some quinoa if you want on the side, or you can add some brown rice on the side. But we're gonna eat it just like that and be done with it for the night. So this is the beautiful salad. I'll show you in a minute how nice this salad looks. Everything is in there. And now I'm going to make the dressing. Just hold on for just a second. I'm going to put the dressing in my blender, because then I can blend the lemon and have the dressing made beautifully. I'll show you how that turns out and what I put in. I love salad dressing. So what I do, if you have sour cream, I happen to have some sour cream. So I'm gonna add some sour cream in my salad. This was gifted to me, and we need to eat it soon. So that's the first thing. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of organic balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna add my lemon, my lime, my cube. I'm gonna add some olive oil. And if you have in California, in America, you have the really good maple syrup. You have I put a little bit of maple syrup in there to make it a little bit round. In every salad dressing, you want to create a balance between sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. Once you have that mastered, you have the perfect salad dressing. Any kind of dressing, sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. So we put some salt, we add some pepper, we add some mustard here. In French Polynesia, we eat a lot of mustard in our dressings. It's very French, they don't make it so elaborate as I do. But this is how I make my salad dressing. And the mustard is already done. And then I blend the whole thing. And if I do have, which I do have right now, you can add a little orange juice on it. And what I also do, I add a little bit of almond butter almond butter is a very good thing to add in your salad dressing. At home I use fresh cashew nuts or fresh almonds, fresh any kind of nuts in my dressings. Here I just have the almond butter, I don't have the fresh almonds. We don't get that kind of stuff here so easily and effortlessly as you do. So now I'm looking for my lid and off we go. Where is the lid? Oops, what do you do with the lid? So we're gonna blend it and our salad dressing will be complete. Here we go. Yeah, here, this is exactly, this is it. Here we go, sorry. Duh. I was thinking, where's my salad? Where's my lid? There it is. So I'm going to blend it real quick and then I show you the context or the consistency. And you can go and make this happen. So if it's too thick, you can add a little bit yogurt onto it, or you can add a little bit of it needs a little bit more lime, salt. I mean, it needs a little bit more salt, and I add a little bit more yogurt. So you wanna, as I said, you wanna get the sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. And I actually have a little bit of onion powder, so I'm gonna add some onion powder in the mix here. And you can also cut a little bit of mango into it, but my mangoes are not ripe yet, so I'm gonna not do that right now. And voila, one more encore. And that is the dressing. So you have a beautiful dressing. It's a light brown dressing and it tastes delicious and it goes over the salad and we're ready to eat and serve it. And this is how the end result looks. You can add some fresh herbs, you can add nuts, cashew nuts, sunflower seeds. I don't have any of that, so I do the best I can with what I have. I wish you all a beautiful night. I wish you could come and eat the salad with us. Have fun cooking, mindful and beautiful and healthy food. Love and blessings to all.